It won't have a big impact if you get vaccinated. If you're an NBA player in any of these cities, get vaccinated. You won't have to go through this uncomfortable situation. But, listen, the NBA is sending a clear sign that they're going to use the local guidelines, even if they have to not let anything interrupt their games. They don't have the flexibility that they had last year to reschedule or postpone games, move things around, release the schedule, the second half of the schedule later. That's all out the window if you're trying to get back to your 82-game schedule. So, here they found an opportunity where they can basically indirectly try to promote and also mandate the vaccine in a way, not truly a mandate, but a mandate in a way. And they're going to try to utilize it. And it also avoids the politics that you got to deal with the players' unions, because now they can't even say anything when you're dealing with government mandates or government requirements, because the government can't be beaten in this, obviously, society. And the NBA is just taking advantage of a little loophole.
Kyrie can't play in Brooklyn. There'll be a war.
If he's not vaccinated, he can't play in Brooklyn. Listen, I was at the U.S. Open, Shep. I had to show my vaccination card. I went to a few spots after that. I had to show my vaccination card. What makes Kyrie Irving, what makes any of these players in Brooklyn and New York with the Knicks and in San Francisco immune to those policies? I got to do it. You got to do it. And they do too. And guess what? A lot of these arenas, remember, they're on public grounds. Some of them are private buildings, but some of them are public grounds. So you got to obey by the public requirements. And this requirement says you got to show a vaccination card to get in to watch the game and also to get into play.
I saw ESPN report vaccinated and unvaccinated players won't even be allowed to sit next to each other in locker rooms or on planes, and they may have to take separate buses. I mean, it's not all final yet, but it seems like players could have very different experiences this season.
Yeah, and here's where you run into the politics of it, because now it seems like you're picking on players for not getting a vaccination. We all say that the vaccination is a personal choice, even though we know the right thing to do is to get vaccinated. But this is America. Everybody has their own free opinion and their free speech to do whatever they want as long as within the guidelines. In these jurisdictions, you can't do it because the guidelines say you have to show a vaccination card. But when you try to get into hey, you can't sit next to this player, you can't sit next to the player, then you get into the politics of the union, and they're going to look at that as unfair treatment amongst those who don't truly necessarily want to get the vaccination right away. But at least in New York and San Francisco, that's not going to be the case. So I feel comfortable now, and I think our bosses would approve of me going to a game to see the Brooklyn Nets and the Golden State Warriors. Whether I'll see everybody play from Brooklyn, that's going to be the question. But I'm still looking forward to going, because guess what? I'm vaccinated, so I don't got no problem showing my card.
Same, and can't wait to watch the Nets win it all.